Welcome back. Okay, so my side is raining very heavy. So so far my internet okay, but if you hear any disturbance in the audio, probably the rain outside. Okay, so we follow the schedule that I already posted. Okay, so let me just share it again now, just to recap. So yes, this one. So now it's 5 o'clock. Okay, we finish at 5:35. Right, right. So and at 5 minutes time, you should get your answer template. Okay, and fill up your details. Then at around 5:10, you should get the question paper. Inside the question paper, there is actually an actual question, one question only with sub mini sub questions, right? So treat it as your revision lah. Answer that question paper, okay? And you have until 5:35, right? 5:35. As usual, the end time is 5:30. In this case, our dry run, we have 5 minutes for submission time. So by 5:30, you should stop, and then between 5:30 to 5:35 p.m., you should submit, right? And since it's an actual question, I will mark it for you, yeah? I will mark it for you, and hopefully I can give feedback uh, by this week lah. If not by this week, before your test. All right. It's just a one question only. Right. So this is the dry run. So just wait for the release of the what huh? Release of the answer template. Fill up all the details, and then question paper will be released. Okay.
Also, in the real test, is it released in the same Google Classroom?
Um. Yes, I'm expecting to use the same Google Classroom lah.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Mm. Okay, because there's no instruction otherwise from our CC, so should be okay. Right, so just wait for the answer template to be released. Yeah. You can see, I think you can see midterm test try run, but it's not appear yet. Okay, scheduled for 5:05, but it's plus or minus two 2 minutes by Google usually.
There thereafter, thereafter,
thereafter, thereafter.
Okay, I noticed the answer template has been released. Okay, have a look at it and fill it up. So it's not filling up. All right, so just read it lah. Right, just read the instructions. Okay. Since the CC is preparing for our test also, right? I'm pretty sure it's would be similar lah. Okay. Right, so you can see that there are spaces provided for you to answer. Okay, right. So don't enter anywhere else except the place where it says type your answer here. Okay, just overwrite the text lah. Type your answer here. So remember that the assignment will be now. I didn't switch on the plagiarism lah. But in the actual test, the plagiarism, I refer with CC but definitely for FOA, if this is the same format, plagiarism will be, I would say, will be activated. So please save 2 copies of your answer, one in Google Doc and one in PDF version. Okay. And upload the 2 lah. Okay. Remember, 2 copies, one in Google Doc format, one in PDF format. As you can see, it says there, let me just, it's okay, since now is our try run. We can talk, I can talk more. All right. Okay, so I think the rest are self evidence here. Yes, this part. Submit 2 copies of your answer, one in Google Doc format and another one in PDF to your Google Classroom for your work. Then it's an assignment, so that means you submit 2 copies here. Right, so this is what I'm talking about. The place to answer is the box provided, no other places. Okay, so just overwrite the placeholder text. Okay, I try to answer the question, right? Once the question paper is there, I'm wondering what is. Oh, okay. Miss Chan is in. Miss Chan is our deputy head. I accidentally assigned for her. No worries. Okay. She's sometimes if you notice that she joins our class, it's okay. Yeah. Did anybody notice whether she joined our class earlier on?
No.
No.
Just so just ignore. She's just in to observe our class. Okay, so this is what part of her job lah. Especially with online classes, right? So just to make sure that students and lecturer conduct the class accordingly lah, right? So don't worry, just ignore her lah. Just go on as usual what we do. All right. So because I just noticed I accidentally assigned because I think she joined our Google Classroom already. So if you're wondering how come she is our deputy head, and she goes in almost all the classes lah, right? Just to observe time to time. All right. Yeah, it's plus or minus, but mostly plus. I'll take note of this. The thing is, for the test, the actual test and the exam, if it's late, because if Google is late to show the question paper, right? I will manually release it. Okay, but this one we just follow the schedule, because sometimes Google, especially with clouds, the timing is not that accurate. especially when you consider any of you already sit for cloud computing class or not?
No.
No,
No.
no, for cloud computing, not only can you get your app and also your database or storage infrastructure as well, but you can also do things like distributed scheduling. You can basically from one application send using the cloud feature send like a task, okay, across the cloud to set up another task, okay, probably running in a different cloud somewhere, okay, probably usually it's the same platform. For example, Amazon do this, right? So you can do a whole series of workflow from one app to one app, okay, or a trigger. What happens if something is updated and you will send a trigger to another app to do to start doing something, you know. So these are all achievable in the cloud environment. So sometimes I think there's a delay lah. There's a delay when depending on the cloud, and also we'll talk about the cloud capacity, right? And network latency. Sometimes it's not accurate because I actually set it up to start at 5:10, but now it's 5:14 already. So I will right now. I'm going to. Oops, okay, cannot go in already. Yeah. Okay, I cannot mode it. Okay, I can just pause it. Okay, pause. All right. Oh, is it posted? Yeah, it's posted. So you can see the question paper. Here I just post it because I don't want to wait. It's 5:10 supposed to be scheduled, but Google as usual. Not accurate. So have a look at the midterm try run question. Okay. Right. So question 1 and 5 parts to answer. Okay. Go ahead and try to answer it. Yeah. Submit before 5:35. I will go and I will mark it for you. Okay. So treat it as a real question.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, I just want to let you know from this semester, FOCS has imposed the rule that although I think with you guys, I already mentioned earlier before when we do the exam or test, we switch on our webcam, can? Okay, but now FOCS want to impose that rule. So I just warn you, for FOCS means maybe not only me, other lecturers will inform you if you are taking other courses. So if just to prepare your internet quota, if you are using quota, okay, I'm sorry about that, but can't be helped. This is FOCS rules. So that means for test and exam from now on, online, you have to switch on during exam, and you're also not allowed to. If I read it correctly, you guys are not allowed to set the background feature.
The background.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I also surprised when I read it. This is an instruction from FOCS. You know, our faculty. Must be something happened that I didn't know about. So they
I
want.
think it consumes a lot of battery because it use blurry effect and also the background.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's possible that's the case. Yeah. Right. So I just give you some heads up lah. Huh? Is that?
Okay.
I just noticed I was speaking without the sound. All right. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Hi, Kelvin. Yes, I didn't activate. You see why? Because it's limited, you know. Although we have the full feature, Google still restrict how many times you can do originality check, okay, per classroom. So I did not switch on for this dry run lah, I mentioned earlier on, right? But for the test and for the FOA, I will switch on. Okay. So yeah, because I didn't switch on, you will not be able to do the original check. Tapi on the next week for the test, yes, I will switch it on. Okay, Kelvin.
Okay.
Okay. So 5:30, right? You have 5 minutes to submit that. Okay, submit it, and I will check. Okay, usually when the test is complete, I will inform students not to leave the Meet until I can double check that their submission is safely recorded lah, right? This is to avoid, you know, after you left, then I have to, you know, have to look for you again. So same thing. Once you submit, I will check lah. I will check your submission. Okay, so I see that Noel and Calvin already submitted. So that means I'll check. So I'll check. Okay, Calvin's submission. Calvin, can you also submit the PDF version?
Oh, PDF.
Yeah. Okay. So that means during the test, you will have to submit both Google Doc and PDF version. Okay, so we just practice now. Okay, so Noel submitted both. Okay, so I'm checking Noel's Google Doc is submitted. Noel's PDF version also submitted. So okay, so that means so Noel is complete. So Noel, normally I will then inform. Okay, Noel, you can leave the Meet already. Okay, you're done.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So normally, if I get, sometimes I get very panicky when it's nearing the submission time, so I keep on encouraging, right, students to submit. So, for example, now I see that Farah haven't submit, so I will say, Farah, can you submit? We don't have time, right? But it's true. I ever encountered before your seniors in your same program, a different program. They really leave it last minute, and then they miss out by 1 minute, 2 minutes. Even then, they have to. Now there's no contention already. Straight away, mark reduction, and it will be announced how many marks, right? So then of course I panic lah, because it's not a good thing for your hard work to be deducted, the marks, right? So if you start hearing me panicking and asking you to submit during test or FOA, you know why. I don't want any marks to be submitted from you guys. All right, so I'll check back. Okay, so Shad also okay, ready. I see that submitted both Google Doc version and PDF version. So Shad also complete already. You complete your dry run already. So both Noel and Sharp. Okay. If you guys want to leave, you can leave already. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm waiting for Farah. Please submit